This has to be the most difficult match review I've ever done as a Man United fan since I started this whole channel and stuff. And I didn't start this channel to be able to come and start talking about defeats and all of that. This has been a very disastrous end to a season. Disastrous end to a campaign. I mean, Sunday now becomes meaningless because whether we win or we don't, we still end at the bottom, 16th or 17th. And we play against Villa. And we're not even expecting to win that game unless Villa don't want to win. And Villa are fighting for... Yeah. Man United lost the Europa League Final to Spurs. A very scrappy game. Spurs didn't come to play. They came to counter-attack. They came to disrupt and foul and dive and kick and everything, only to get a scrappy goal, an own goal from Luke Shaw. Even though UEFA was trying to claim it was a goal from Brennan Johnson had nothing to do with that goal. He jumped in, the ball deflected off him, hit Shaw, and went into the post. Like, who can we blame? What can we say? Is it the tactics? Because I don't think I don't think Spurs had any wave of attack. I don't think their fans are even going to be excited to watch it. But the truth is, who remembers how they played? Everybody will remember who won the game, who came first, who won. And that will be Tottenham Hotspurs. That's what it is. Tottenham Hotspur won the the Europa League, and then got a Champions League spot for next season despite finishing 17th in the Premier League. That is sad. I don't know what positives are going to take from this. I know we'll do the 5 things eventually, but I'm guessing this is probably going to be one of the shortest match reviews we've ever done. I mean, if we were to look at the stats, basically, overall, Man United played, really well, controlled the game, but I was a bit surprised by the lineup. A lot of fans are going to say, oh, Rasmus Højlund has stinker, blah, blah, blah. For Spurs defending for the Spurs doing a low block defending, obviously they're going to have a field day against Rasmus. Now, the next thing is to start thinking futuristically about the next season. And obviously, the press are going to have a field day as well. They're going to keep asking questions. Oh, are you under pressure? Are you going to lose your job? Blah, blah, blah. Man United went into this game feeling very confident. Went into this game with the mindset that we're going to win. And lo and behold, it became a very sad end to our season. I mean, we finished the game with 73% ball possession. Obviously, we've been doing it on average. But our XG, expected goals, was basically 0.85 to Spurs' 1.01. And that's basically based on the one chance that they got. Right? Total shots in this game. Man United 16, Spurs 3. Total big chances. Man United 3, Spurs 1. And even that big chance was pretty much not as much as a big chance. It was a cross in the box that was deflected and all of that. Then their key player or their star man in the field or in the game was Vicario because he saved them. Yeah. We haven't scored in our last 2 matches, and Spurs hadn't scored in their last 2 matches. Make that 3 now. And in the last 5 games, we've lost, or last 6 games, we've lost 4 and 1, 2. And the only 2 were in the Europa League Final. So it's really sad to take, really scrappy game. First half was nothing to write home about. Spurs made it really scrappy, and the moment they got their chance, they scored. And then because after that they defended, they went back, they were bringing in defenders and midfielders. They never even, when they brought on Son, was because Richarlison was injured and all of that. And Richarlison too, Romero getting in the face of Harry Maguire, insulting him and all of that, all of those things just to rile us up. And Harry Maguire fell for it. He should have had experience to understand what goes on in the final, but he fell for it. And then time is being wasted doing all of those things. Just keep playing your game. Imagine Manchester United had 431 accurate passes, 431 to Spurs 115. As at the 78 minutes, Spurs only had 91 passes overall in the game. It's crazy. Yeah. It was a a very sad game, basically. Spurs, imagine the fouls they've committed. Like 22 fouls to United's 10. They didn't play. The game was stop, start, no tactics, nothing. It was just a big gung-ho, final, and they played like they wanted it more. We played like we wanted it, but not as much as Spurs wanted it. Right now, Ange Postecoglou has come through with his words by saying he wins in his second season. Yeah, this is about to be the shortest match review I've done in a while. So basically, we just go straight to player ratings because there's nothing to talk about. It's heartbreaking, and I can't take it. Overall player rating. Started from goalkeeper Onana, he gets a 6.0. Didn't do anything in the match. Considered the goal. Nothing in the match. Punched a couple and all of that from the corners. Nothing in the match. Harry Maguire tried to make something happen, 7.0. And he moved into attack as always. And they knew when they brought in 3 defenders, they knew that Maguire had moved into attack, and that was it. They understood the game. Luke Shaw gets a 6.0. Okay performance, but didn't make anything happen. The person who looked like he was making things happen was Lenny Euro. Gets a 7.5 from me. Was it making things happen, trying to press forward and all of that, but yeah, it wasn't happening. Casemiro, we thought he was going to bring on the final magic and all of that. Casemiro gets a 6.5. I wish that Rúben Amorim started with Manuel Ugarte. It would have been better. He pushed Bruno up front, pushed Bruno forward instead of Mount. He was trying to Mount experience, and the Mount experience didn't work. If he had pushed Bruno up front, that would have made a lot of sense. At least he would have more chances. But Bruno was deeper, so he wasn't making things happen. At least Manuel Ugarte would disrupt play, would still have possession. That's the one mistake I would fault Amorim for. So Bruno gets Casemiro gets a 6.5. Bruno gets a 7.5. We're trying to make things happen as well, but it wasn't happening. Patrick Dogu was our outlet on the wing, left side. Gets 7.0 from me. Was trying to make things happen as well, but didn't do much. And then I'm Mason Mount, 6.0. Poor performance from him today. Got hooked at the 71st minute. And then Amad Diallo gets a 7.0. Was our outlet because of his performance in the first half. Second half, largely ineffective. And then for Nusa Mazarawi, he had a 7.5 performance, ran his socks off, got really tired, was really running on steam, on fumes. I wish that Rúben Amorim had gone with Nusa Mazarawi in centre back, then Euro on the other side of centre back with Maguire in the middle. Then we have Ama playing as wing back, then Garnacho and Bruno playing up top. That would have, then you now bring in Mount to come and cause chaos. But they went with Mount first. Yeah, Mazraoui played well, 7.5. Then obviously Rasmus Højlund, stinker today, 6.0. And then the subs didn't do anything per se. Garnacho 6.0. Xerxes made some things happen, 6.0. Then Diogo Dalot gets nothing to report, came in at the 85th minute, and then Kobe Menu came in at the 90th minute, and it was nothing to report. So basically, apart from that, we should have used Manuel Ugarte, but it is what it is. Now everybody's going to start looking forward to blame. For me, I won't blame anybody. I did a live stream on TikTok, and it was sad and heartbreaking to actually tell followers and fans that this is what's happening, but it is what it is. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. It's a very short match review. Take care. Goodbye. And Manchester United lost to Tottenham Spurs 1-0 and gave Spurs their first trophy in 17 years and their first European trophy in 40 years. So I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye and God bless.